Here goes nothing. If I can just put in a low 122 right now, I will feel a lot better. You just forgot to activate the pit limiter. I need to stop touching those saucies. Those little saucies really keep messing me up. I got one lap before the actual session. I gotta make it count. This car is on rails. Let's get it. Definitely not very good braking there, but good execution. The sausage curbs are easier to hit in iRacing. I don't understand. You just ride them like a fucking motherfucker. It's harder to tell where the car is on track in iRacing. Yeah, the car just stops working sometimes, too. Which is perfect for a Mercedes. A 124? You shitting me? iRacing is just never... It's just never gonna have that same level of quality feel to it that Assetto does. It's just... It can't achieve it. It's too old. Like, the actual infrastructure of the simulator is too old. The community working on Assetto has put more actual passion into it, I feel like, than this team has put into this simulator. This one is very, like, money and payment based, and it's like a guy like Ilya who works on, like, custom shaders patch, and that's not even, that's not even RSS, you know what I mean? $2 for an RSS car, that's 1,500 times better and more intricate than this one. It's just how it be. I haven't gotten to properly race against other people though. Maybe this car is very racy. That's maybe where, the charm will come in. Until then, I am fairly unimpressed. I'm the only Class D. I'm probably going to take somebody out. Which is, fun. Honestly, no. That guy's a safety rating of 1. Yeah, I'm not. I think I'm actually fine. That guy has a lower I rating than I do, so I don't. I think I'm okay. I think I'll make it out of this one. Oh, that's cute. It lists our names in alphabetical order. That's a high I rating. Jesus, dude. 4,099. That's insane. Member for 7 years. That makes sense. Germany, Austria. What's CH? I don't. That's Switzerland. I don't see how that's CH. Twitcherland. I didn't think about it like that, Nicholas Shepard. That's a good point. Very good. My phone's at 1 fucking %, dude. This is all the fault of Winston Churchill. That's fire. Okay. I think. Okay, so this is my proper setup. Yes. Let's get out there and have fun. Great practice session, everybody. Great practice session. I can get a free cheesy gordita crunch today? I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about it. I'm really thinking about it. I'm just gonna let my phone die. I'm gonna nail this quality lap though. I'm gonna nail it though. Who's that YouTuber? You know what I'm talking about? Cause that guy started all those videos with guys. You don't remember football too well. Yeah, races. it. This is it. What a great start! I can figure out how to take lens mode too. You have to like use the understeer of the car. What's that? Jesus Christ, a 123? Ugh. I can get a 121. I can't. It's literally that easy. It's that easy. I got plenty of time. So, okay, here. Heat 1, 10 minutes, 10 laps. So I just need enough for 10 laps, which would be about double the fuel I have now. I don't know what 62 right arrow feature warm-up 5 min is. I genuinely don't understand. Alright, this next lap is going to be real good. It's going to be real good. This is going to be the perfect lap. 11-11, make a wish. I can do this. This is fine. God damn it, 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 god damn it. Fine, that was good. probably going to be lower than a 123, but I'm still... No. What even happened? That was the exact braking zone I always take. Oh, my goddamn braking zone. Wait, did it even let me finish the lap? Did it let me finish the lap? What? I could have easily beaten Rogerio Galhiego. That would have been like a 122.5. Come on, man. I could have gotten in like I could have gotten a 121. I could have been in the top 5. Okay, so what is it? It's 10 heat 1, 10 minutes, 10 laps. Oh. Okay, so it's going to be 10 laps, then it's going to be 15 laps. So for 10 laps, I'm literally going to use the exact same setup I'm using now. I'm not going to save it, but I'm just going to take my fuel and I'm going to double it. So probably like 36 or so. 37.5. Yeah, that's perfect. Okay. Everything else is fine, I think. Yeah. Cool. I just need to have a good, safe start. My rear view mirror is like too wide angle. I need to fix that. Here. Yeah, that shit needs to be like 100. Yeah, that's better. I should practice some more of those, actually. Battled a couple of rough lockups there. I'll just stay in balance mode. Clearly I cannot handle attack mode. I should have really practiced standing starts. God damn. Ooh, I got DRS, baby. What a move! Go around me. Sorry, I messed up. I mean, I don't know. I could have been worse. I broke so deep. I need to learn to race, man. I'm so bad at it. I'm gonna have DRS again, I think. Yeah, that was the detection zone. Just when the first light came on. That is a really nice feature, actually. Did I not put it in up dual? That sucks. I literally avoided everybody, and there was still another guy back there. Ah! Sorry. Fuck. I am literally the most unfortunate person ever. I passed like 5 people and still hit a guy. Ah! Oh wait, there's still a second race. There's still a second race. I would like to thank Jason Siemens for being a genius by putting in a second race. I might run out of fuel by the end of this. switch in attack mode. To the Curve Grande. Hell yeah. This car is really on rails. I didn't put in enough fuel, like just barely. Oh, I am like a lap behind though, so I think I'm not gonna have to do that extra lap. See, that's perfect preparation. Knowing that I'm so bad that I'm gonna be that many laps behind. Short shift in the second, like, sooner. I think that's probably gonna help. But then be more aggressive on the throttle. That'll probably give me the better excitement. Just holding the attack mode now. I say it's like completely whip project. I'm gonna practice standing starts, that's it. Alright, that's the checker flag, right? Whew. Oh hey, it gave me the number 63 car. So I'm basically George Russell. Does it say 63? Aha! Wait, no. Let's get a better angle of the nose. Yeah, look at that number 63 car. Does it say it on the back too? I think it just says it on the nose. That makes sense. That's probably less effort. So it's a 5-minute warm-up now. Please add me on Steam. Shit. Here, I'm gonna practice standing starts. I'm gonna do them in second. God damn it. It's yeah, keep picking your nose on stream, buddy. That's gonna get you far in life. How much time is left in this warm-up? About 2 minutes. Alright. Here, what's this guy's Steam name? Ludo F1 Ferrari. Ferrari. I am Carlos Sainz. I drive for Ferrari. Smooth operator. That guy's impression is so funny. It's like, you know, accuracy is one thing. Ooh, my mother says I have food in the fridge. That's fantastic. I'm in my 20s and live with my parents, which is sick. Friends, add friend. Ludo F. What? Is that his friend? Oh, it's a friend code. There. Search friend's profile. There we go. Yeah, it is 1:30 p.m. Central Time. Cool. I'm gonna stream the Crofty posting F1 League later at Baku. That's actually gonna be probably like proper fun. I think I'm genuinely gonna enjoy that, and I'm enjoying this. I'm gonna practice one more standing start. Cool. I think I can do it. I just need to not mash the throttle. My name is Digbert. So is it the same qualifying, basically? As, yeah, I think it is. Same qualifying as the first qualifying sesh. Oh, well, everyone behind me left, I think, so that's fun. Oh, no, there's people behind me. I'm good. Alright, I'm not gonna dick the standing start this time. I'm actually gonna do it well. Yeah, better safe than sorry, fuck it. That guy just died. Holy shit. Is there actually a guy on my left? I wish I had peripheral vision. I'm just gonna hold attack mode for like most of this lap. race lap, just because, yeah, you're gonna be slowing down a lot to avoid people. I didn't touch it! I swear to God, that did not look like I made contact with him from my end. I'm gonna send that and I'm gonna be like, hey, sorry. Oh, he left! Oh, man. Great. I'm gonna have to delete this video off YouTube, man. Embarrassing. I need to be able to fucking see around the car. I have a tiny fucking monitor. Oh, that guy didn't leave. He's still here. There was a different guy that left. Yeah, this is the guy hit the first time. And I hit him again. This is ultimately a battle with Flavio. That's what this is. Let's just battle him for the rest of the race. Oh, I didn't put in enough fuel. I didn't put in enough fuel. Well, GG balls. I'm just telling these nice folks that I accidentally had quality fuel. Okay, now I guess I just have to move my focus over to the F1 game. Thanks, iRacing. It was fun. No upcoming race. Ah, there we go. Ooh, I could do this and completely destroy my safety rating and I rating real quick. I'm sure. Yeah. Oh no. Okay. Cool. I am on screen cap. Fuck it. Just something to make up for the hell I just went through at Monza. I mean, which was my fault. I'm not very good at this. Oh, my phone died. Great. Oh, I may join my session. I need to like open a door or something. God damn. It is toasty in this bitch. Toasty. This new HDMI cable for the camera is perfect. It hasn't disconnected at all yet. And I've got it plugged into the V-mount battery, so it's not going to die either. So this is nice. The setup is improving. My phone's dead. I need a psychoanalyst to watch these streams and be like, wow, this is the most extreme version of ADHD I've ever seen in my life. This man can't remember anything. Dude, China seems so fun. I should go live there.
Say have become dangerously overcrowded. During the 19th century, where scientific discovery took leaps and bounds, many attempts to treat the mentally ill had failed, leading to a large population of incurable patients. This was due to many industrialized countries having national systems of regulated asylums. These institutions sought out care for patients that had been disposed of in the system by their families, poorhouses, and the criminal justice system. With no proper ways of treating inhabitants of the asylums, many different forms of medical procedure were tested on the unfortunate patients. There are many gruesome types of treatment on offer in the early 20th century. In 1917, malaria therapy was introduced, where a patient would be deliberately infected with the zoonotic disease to induce fever to fight neurosyphilis. In 1920, the barbiturate-induced deep sleep therapy for premature dementia, aka precocious madness, or in its modern name form, schizophrenia. This treatment used drugs to keep patients unconscious for days or even weeks. In 1927, he might have been given insulin shock treatment, which used the peptide hormone to introduce daily comas. In 1934, patients could be prescribed with the first type of seizure therapy, where a patient would be deliberately induced into convulsions by the use of PTZ. This therapy would be superseded by the more familiar electroshock therapy. Although these treatments could cause long-term lasting psychological and physical trauma, the patient had not undergone a surgical procedure to eradicate the disorder. But in 1935, in Portugal, a doctor named Antonio Moniz would change this when he performed the first leucotomy on a patient. The leucotomy, in its most basic form, was the deliberate damage of brain tissue in order to treat mental illness. The name would later be changed to a more recognisable name when the procedure spread across the Atlantic Ocean, but that will come later on in our story. The thinking that inspired Moniz was that mental illnesses originated from abnormal neural connections in the frontal lobe. Moniz had seen the after effects of soldiers who had received injuries to the front lobe, in which the veterans would show a calm and quiet disposition. The brain is made up of two types of matter, grey and white. Grey matter is the brain's neurons and associated blood vessels and extensions. The white matter is the nerve fibres that connected the areas of grey matter and carry messages between them through electrical impulses. Moniz theorised that by severing the white matter fibres from the frontal lobe would improve the patient's mental illness. Although in theory this might make sense, the connections within the brain in reality are far more complex than what was thought at the time. The grim procedure, in its first form, would involve drilling holes in the skull either side of the prefrontal cortex and injecting the connecting fibres with alcohol to destroy them. Moniz found this method to not yield very good results due to the solution damaging much more than the white matter. A tool was developed called a leucotome, which looked like a long stick with a retractable wire loop inside. It allowed the operator to insert a metal loop into the brain, which was used to sever the white matter by extending and then retracting said loop. The process cut 6 cores in the white matter of each hemisphere using the new tool. Because the procedure involved cutting through the skull, the patient had to be operated on in a proper operating theatre under general anaesthetic. To test the theory, Moniz enlisted neurosurgeon Almeida Lima to conduct the surgery on 20 test subjects. Of these initial 20 patients who were suffering from depression, schizophrenia and anxiety, Moniz claimed 7 cures, 7 improvements and 6 unchanged cases. Although the results were open to interpretation, Moniz claimed that the risk of some behavioural and personality deterioration outweighed the debilitating effects of severe psychiatric illness, which is understandable when taking mental health care at the time as a contextual background. A second set of patients were operated on due to the success of the first trial. These 18 patients all suffered from schizophrenia, and 3 were considered as almost cured, and another 2 had also become improved.
Schizophrenia.
Moniz did conclude that patients that had deteriorated considerably from their condition pre-procedure did not benefit much from the operation. In a well-known quote from Moniz, he described his radical new surgery. Prefrontal leucotomy is a simple operation, always safe, which may prove to be an effective surgical treatment in certain cases of mental disorder. The procedure would eventually earn Moniz a Nobel Prize in 1949. But initially, Moniz's new way of treating the faulty and preschool was widely derided by the medical community. In 1936, Moniz published his results through articles in the medical press and a monograph that took little attention. On the 26th of July 1936, one of his assistants gave a presentation at the Parisian meeting of the Society Medico-Psychologique on the results of the second test subjects, the 18 people suffering from schizophrenia lobotomized by Lima. This meeting wouldn't go down well, as the lead doctor at the institute in Lisbon, who had supplied the first set of patients to Moniz, was also in attendance and widely denounced the after effects of the surgery, saying that patients who had returned to his institute post-operation were diminished and had suffered a degradation of personality, further adding that the initial results of calmness and improvement were more likely attributed to the severe shock of the surgery and ultimately from the horrible brain trauma that the procedure induced on its victims. Many other physicians denounced the procedure, but bizarrely, this isn't the end, as several individual clinicians thought Moniz' leucotomy could be useful on an experimental basis on severe patients, and as such, the surgery was spread throughout Europe and even to the US during the mid to late 1930s. And this leads us down an even darker path. It is here that we are introduced to American doctors Walter Freeman and James W. Watts. Inspired by Moniz' new surgical procedure in 1936, the duo performed their own leucotomy. Walter had learned of the procedure after a chance meeting of Moniz at the London hosted Second International Congress of Neurology in 1935. The American was fascinated by the surgical technique. Upon returning to the US, Freeman started communicating with the Portuguese doctor. Moniz, during the correspondence, promised to send a monograph on leucotomy and urged him to purchase a leucotome of his own. Upon receiving the paper on the procedure, Freeman reviewed it and set about with his colleague Watts on experimenting with the surgery, which led to September 1936. Seeing flaws in the surgery, Watts and Freeman developed their own variation, which renamed the procedure the standard prefrontal lobotomy, to differentiate it from the Moniz method. This version severed more of the white matter and would be the de facto method moving forward for lobotomies performed in operating theatres. Walter thought that the lobotomy could be streamlined even further still. The new standard procedure had the same shortcoming of the Moniz method, and that was access to the brain. You see, cutting through the patient's skull required the operation to be conducted in an operating theatre, with all the trappings, anaesthesiologist, qualified surgeon, hygiene, and so on and so forth. Walter had heard of an Italian doctor, Amarello Bianberti, who had performed the leucotomy by accessing the prefrontal lobe through the eye socket in 1937. Bianberti's method was to puncture the thin layer of orbital bone at the top of the eye socket, and then, much like Moniz's early experiments, inject alcohol into the white matter, or in later surgeries, cutting the white matter with a hypodermic needle. Walter took this process and modified it using probably one of the most unlikely of tools. This is a surgical tool. Or is this a surgical tool? It's hard to tell, as one was used in psychosurgery and the other is an ice pick. But the similarity is not a coincidence, as Freeman's improvements on Amarello Bianberti's transorbital lobotomy replaced the needle with a nice pick. In development of this new method, Freeman took an ice pick from his own kitchen and started practicing on a watermelon. He would eventually graduate to using cadavers. The thinking was that if the lobotomy could be performed without exposing the brain, then it could be performed by psychiatrists in psychiatric hospitals, allowing more people to be operated on. These are the tools used to the Freeman transorbital lobotomy.
Oh, nice. 241.
Orbiter class,
Okay,
essentially a
that's
nice
actually a
pick
really
with
good lab.
markings along the side and a hammer. The method would involve the patient being either under anaesthetic or electroconvulsive therapy used to render the subject unconscious. Then the orbiter class sharp end is placed under the eyelid and against the top of the eye socket. The hammer is then used to penetrate the surgical instrument through the thin layer of bone and into the brain along the line of the bridge of the nose, eventually going 5 centimetres deep. The orbiter class was then pivoted 40 degrees at the orbital perforation.
Wow, that's
with the
almost a
tip
full
up
second.
towards
My
the
time
opposite side
so
of the
far
head.
this lab.
After this, the tool was then hammered in a further 2 centimetres into the brain. Again, the orbiter class was pivoted around 28 degrees each side to cut outwards and again inwards. Once this was complete, it was removed and the process was repeated
lost a bit of
on the
time.
other
Yeah,
eye
man.
socket. The first patient to receive the procedure was in 1946, but once Freeman's partner Watts had heard about this new method, he left their practice, disgusted at the transorbital lobotomy. But like every other chapter in this story, this would not hamper the procedure's prevalence. The lobotomy had now been transformed from a serious surgical procedure of last resort to a 10-minute doctor's office job. Along with this came a severe lack of follow-up care and monitoring, which led to high relapse rates. Because of this, towards the end of the 1940s, nearly 20,000 people in the US had received the procedure. But not only that, the transorbital lobotomy would spread across the world and even back to the lobotomy's home grounds of Europe, spreading further still to the Soviet Union and Japan. To get a lobotomy in its late 1940s peak, you really didn't need to have much of a mental health condition, with the treatment touted for all kinds of ailments. The list of treatable illnesses with a lobotomy included, but was certainly not limited to, ADD, OCD, anxiety, PTSD, postnatal depression, chronic pain, Alzheimer's, criminality, and violent outbursts. Freeman, ever the showman, was responsible for a patient's death in
Why does it just
1951
end like
when causing a lobotomy to pose for a photo, in doing so causing severe brain hemorrhaging. He was even known to lobotomize 2 patients at the same time, one with each hand. The doctor even performed the operation on minors, including children as young as 4. In total, around 15% of patients who received a lobotomy died, but many more were changed for life, a shell of what they once were. For those who survived the ordeal, relapse would often follow. But like its first unveiling to the world in Paris in 1936, the procedure didn't go uncriticised. In the late 1940s, as Moniz was set to receive his Nobel Prize, multiple voices in the medical community spoke out on the barbaric procedure. But it wouldn't be the criticism for the December banning of the procedure in the USSR, but the synthesization of chlorpromazine, the first antipsychotic. As a side note, Soviet psychologist Dr. Nikolai Orozhevsky was quoted saying that lobotomies violate the principles of humanity, and that was from an official from 1950s USSR. The procedure gradually fell out of vogue, but Freeman would continue to perform the lobotomy all the way until 1967, when after their third lobotomy, one of Walter's patients died of a hemorrhage. This final procedure would get him banned from performing it ever again. The USSR wouldn't be the last to ban lobotomies, as even Moniz's Portugal would disallow the procedure from use. With further developments in drugs such as SSRIs, antipsychotics, and types of therapy like CBT, the need for surgical intervention slowly faded away.
Oh, here we go.
And by the 1980s, lobotomy became a thing of the past.
I'm really glad I'm more educated on lobotomies now, honestly. Genuinely chuffed, mate. Made a pass into turn 1. That's all I needed in life, dude. Okay, so the faster you take a ruse, the better in this car. Because you get like serious off throttle on the steer. Suck my dick, bitch. That was such a good start!